For the purpose of this video, we will be focusing on the hormones released by the pituitary gland. One of the regulating system of the body is the endocrine system, which consists of endocrine glands that secretes chemicals called hormones. Hormones are secreted directly into capillaries and circulate in the blood throughout the body. Each hormone then exerts very specific effects on certain organs called target organs. The cells of endocrine glands respond to changes in the blood or perhaps to other hormones in the blood. The increase in the secretion of their own hormones is called the positive feedback mechanism. When a hormone brings about its effects, the stimulus is reversed and secretion of the hormone decreases until the stimulus reoccurs. This is called the negative feedback mechanism. Its two major portions are the anterior pituitary gland or the adenohypophysis, which is a separate glandular tissue, and the other one is the posterior pituitary gland or the neurohypophysis, which is an extension of the nerve tissue of the hypothalamus. The hormones of the anterior pituitary glands are the thyroid-stimulating hormone, follicle-stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, prolactin, adrenocorticotropic hormone, and the growth hormone. While the hormones of the posterior pituitary glands are the oxytocin and the antidiuretic hormone. The hormones of the anterior pituitary gland regulates many body functions. They are interregulated by releasing hormones from the hypothalamus. These releasing hormones are secreted into capillaries in the hypothalamus and pass through the hypophyseal portal veins to another capillary network in the anterior pituitary gland. One of the hormones of the anterior pituitary gland is the growth hormone. Growth hormone is also called somatotropin, and it does indeed promote growth. The functions of the growth hormones are it increased rate of mitosis, increased amino acid transport, increased use of fats for energy, and increased rate of protein synthesis. The secretion of the growth hormone is regulated by two releasing hormones from the hypothalamus. First is the growth hormone releasing hormone, which increases the secretion of growth hormone and is produced during hypoglycemia and during exercise. Next is the growth hormone inhibiting hormone or the somatostatin, and as its name tells us, it decreases the secretion of growth hormone. Somatostatin is produced during hyperglycemia. The growth hormone stimulates cell division in those tissues capable of mitosis such as the liver, and it contributes to the growth of the bones and the muscles. The next hormone is the thyroid-stimulating hormone and is also called the thyrotropin. Its target organ is the thyroid gland. TSH stimulates the normal growth of thyroid and the secretion of thyroxine or T4 and triiodothyronine or the T3. The secretion of the TSH is stimulated by the thyrotropin-releasing hormone or TRH from the hypothalamus. When metabolic rate or energy production decreases, TRH is produced. Next is the adrenocorticotropic hormone or ACTH, which stimulates the secretion of cortisol and other hormones by the adrenal cortex. The target organ of the ACTH is the adrenal cortex. Secretion of the ACTH is increased by corticotropin-releasing hormone or CRH from the hypothalamus. CRH is produced in any type of physiological stress situation such as injury, disease, exercise, or hypoglycemia. The next hormone is the prolactin. The target hormone of the prolactin is the breast. It initiates and maintains milk production by the mammary glands. The mammary glands must first be acted upon by other hormones such as estrogen and progesterone, which are secreted in large amounts by the placenta during pregnancy. The regulation of secretion of prolactin is complex, involving both prolactin-releasing hormone and the prolactin-inhibiting hormone from the hypothalamus. The function of the prolactin is that it stimulates milk production. Follicle-stimulating hormone or FSH is one of the gonadotropic hormones that is, and it has effects on the gonads, the ovaries, or the testes. function of the follicle-stimulating hormone in the women, it initiates growth of ova in ovarian follicles, and it increases secretion of estrogen. In the man, it initiates sperm production in the testes. The secretion of FSH is stimulated by the hypothalamus, which produces gonadotropin-releasing hormone or GnRH. FSH secretion is decreased by inhibin, a hormone produced by the ovaries or testes. Luteinizing hormone is another gonadotropic hormone. Target hormone for the luteinizing hormone is the testes and the ovary. The function of the luteinizing hormone in the women causes ovulation and increases secretion of progesterone. In the man, it increases secretion of the testosterone. The secretion of luteinizing hormone is also regulated by the gonadotropin-releasing hormone from the hypothalamus. The next part of the pituitary gland is the posterior pituitary gland. Again, the two hormones of the posterior pituitary glands are the antidiuretic hormone and the oxytocin. The two hormones of the posterior pituitary gland are actually produced by the hypothalamus and simply stored in the posterior pituitary until needed. Their release is stimulated by nerve impulses from the hypothalamus. Antidiuretic hormone or ADH is also called vasopressin. It increases the reabsorption of water by kidney tubules, which decreases the amount of urine formed. The target organ of the ADH is the kidney. Functions of antidiuretic hormone includes increased water reabsorption, causes sweating, and decreases sweating. The last hormone of the posterior pituitary gland is the oxytocin. The secretion of oxytocin is one of the few positive feedback mechanisms within the body, and the external break or shut off of the feedback cycle is delivery of the baby and the placenta. The target organs of the oxytocin is the breast and the uterus. Oxytocin stimulates contraction of the uterus at the end of pregnancy and stimulates release of milk from the mammary glands. Both are found to influence aspects of behavior such as nurturing and trustfulness. And that concludes the end of this video. Thank you for watching.